Hey, what's up guys? This is Biking Roots. My name is Evan. I have a small bike shop in Houston, Texas area. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. All right, so we were going to be talking about, oh, it is super bright, sorry. All right, that sun is super bright today. Don't let the sun deceive you. So I know a lot of you guys wish you could get some rain and are burning up in other parts of the country or the world. In Houston, it's been raining so much. I haven't turned on my sprinkler in probably 3 months. And it just keeps raining, which stinks because the trails are closed. They're just here, we don't have rocks, and so when it rains the trails just get messed up, so we can't really ride them. So this video was going to be the continuation of the last video. If you haven't seen that one, it's on the Marin Bobcat 3, this bike here, which I rode stock, and then I was going to do some upgrades on it. So we haven't done any upgrades because we can't really ride the bike. So today we're talking about the Marin Ripstone, and we actually rode it about a week or so ago. Well, I just banged up my Bobcat. Anyway, all right, so that video is coming soon. Today's video is actually, we're gonna go to that in just a sec. I filmed it last week and a half ago, when we went out west a little bit more, out to San Antonio and Austin. And so we'll go to that video now. Today we are going to talk about a fun bike that we've had for a while in the fleet, but haven't had a chance to do kind of a review on the newer one. Just because we haven't really been able to keep any in stock. So I finally held one out, and we're going to talk about it and take it for a fun ride today at a different trail than we normally do. The bike we're talking about today is this guy, the 2021 Marin Ripstone. They redesigned it 2020 with the geometry, with a little more slack head tube angle. For 2021 they updated the colors, gave it a little more range, so we'll talk about it a little bit. But so this is Marin's entry-level full suspension bike. So for $1,769 you get a great way to get into the full suspension game. Maybe you're on a hardtail now, or I mean, you could just be getting into mountain biking and you just want to go in with a full suspension bike, and that's totally fine. Or maybe you have an older hardtail and you're like, yeah, I want to upgrade, I want a nicer bike this time. This is a great option for it if you're that person. You're not breaking the bank, spending less than $2 grand, and you're getting a very capable bike with new geometry. So the Ripstone's got a little more confusing for 21. So the Hawk Hills used to be the 27.5. You have the Ripstone in 27.5. That was the old Hawk Hill. Then you have the new Ripstone, which is 29. Each of them come in 3 different trims. So this one is the 29-inch version, and this is the Ripstone 1. All right, I didn't have all the bikes together, but I do now back here in Houston. So just so we can see them, we usually actually don't have them all together. It's very rare that we have all Ripstone 29ers together. But here they are. You only have one color option in the Ripstone 1, only one color option in the 2, and only one in the 3. I'll quickly go over the differences between the 3 trims. First, the price, $1,769, $2,189, $2,849 for the 3. Biggest difference between the 1 and the 2, dropper post is standard on the 2. Next you have X-Fusion rear shock on the 1, Rock Shock Deluxe on the 2, 11 speeds on the 1, 51 tooth, 1151. You have 12 speeds on the 2. You have a 1051 range on the 2. The other difference is the through axle. You have through axle standard. Brakes are the same. You do have a different crank as well on the 2. So if it's worth it to you, the 2 is definitely a good upgrade. Definitely longer wait for the 2, just so you know. But beautiful color. I love the color combo they did on the 2. They're just hard to find. Then there's a big price jump, obviously, from $2,189 to $2,849. The main difference, guys, you're paying for here is in the suspension. You have a Marzocchi Z2 Bomber. This is basically a Fox fork that they rebranded when they bought Marzocchi. So very high quality fork, a lot smoother than the Recon. So that's the big difference up front. In the back you have the Fox Float DPS. Biggest difference here, it's just a higher quality shock. It's going to be a little bit smoother. You also get adjustments that you don't have on the 2. The 2 just has rebound adjustment and air. Here you have air, you have rebound, and then you can lock it out so that it's medium, firm, fully open. You have different settings, which is nice. Next you have a little bit nicer crank, and in the back you have a SLX derailleur. This is a Sunray, so you don't get a Shimano cassette. On the 27.5 you actually get a Shimano cassette, but not on the 29er. All right, the other big difference between the 2 and the 3 is going to be in your brakes. You have the Shimano MT401. These are 4-piston instead of 2 on the other bikes. So you have 4 pistons. You have 180 millimeter rotors, so nicer rotors, nicer pads that are going to give you more stopping power. Up front, you go to a bigger rotor. This is a 203 millimeter rotor instead of the 180. And so a lot more stopping power. Other than that, not a whole lot of other differences, so you just have to decide which one is right for you. So going over some of the specs of the Marin Ripstone, we'll start up here at the front. All right, so starting up front, you have a RockShox Recon, 130 millimeters of travel, and it's a capable fork found on a lot of entry-level full suspension bikes. The reach numbers are pretty long on these. This one's a size medium. I'm 5'8", and it fits me nice. I can ride a large, but I'm getting a little bit too stretched out. 65.5 degree head tube angle, and going down back from suspension, you have the X-Fusion X2. I've used this on a number of bikes over the years, and it's a capable shock. Haven't had any issues. You just have your rebound adjustment, so no other adjustments, but rebound adjustment, air pressure. There's no lockout on these. Not that you really need it, but if you do, this one does not have a lockout function. If you want a nicer shock with lockout, obviously you can order one and put one in, but that's what it comes stock with. In the back you have 11 speeds, Shimano Dior with a Sunrace cassette, 1151 tooth cassette, so you have a lot of range. So it's a big old plate, clutch derailleur, so plenty of range. You got good chain retention, so it's not going to fall off when you're flying down the trail. As far as tires, the Ripstone 1 comes with V Crown Gem tubeless ready tires. You do have to add valves and sealant, but these are a fast tire, not a bad tire. It's definitely not as aggressive as the one that comes with the Ripstone 2 or the 3. The V tire, a flow snap, which in my opinion is very slow and sticky. These are not. I like this tire, it's pretty good, but if you need something more aggressive, you may want to change it down the road. All right, up front you got a Dior shifter, 780 millimeter bars, a little bit of a rise here. No dropper post on the 1, but you do have routing for one, so if you want to add a dropper post, it's quite easy. Just has routing right here and right here. I usually just stick it through this hole with the brake line, and then you just have a little jog right up here. So easy to add a dropper if you wanted to. One difference in the 1, if it's important to you, this comes with boost spacing, but it does not come with a through axle standard, although you can upgrade the wheel or the hub and add a through axle if you wanted to. But it just comes with a kind of a quick release that goes in, has little spacers on it. So yes, you can upgrade to a through axle, but you have to change the wheel or change the hub. On the Ripstone 2 and the 3, they come with through axle standard. Brakes, you have Shimano MT201s, 180 millimeter rotors in the back, and you have 180 millimeters up front. Good stopping power. They will be tested today, as you will see. It's very humid in Texas. We're actually not in Houston today. We're actually in San Antonio with some friends. So that is where we're headed now. We are actually going to Spider Mountain Bike Park, which we haven't been in a couple years, so we're pretty excited about it. Time to load the bikes. So I'm gonna put the Ripstone back in here. Hopefully we'll ride San Quentin today. Brought an Alpine Trail as well to ride. So yeah, should be a fun day. If the weather holds out, there's a good chance of rain, as there usually is in Texas, so hopefully we can get some good riding in. There it is, Spider! We're here, it's super dark. Alright, well, it is pouring rain now. What do you think, Tanner?
Bad. Awful.
Bad. It's alright, it'll blow over. Alright, it finally stopped raining, so got the Ripstone here. We're going to take it up on the flying chairs, and should be fun. Oh, I need my full face. I usually don't wear a full face, obviously, in Houston, but I'm gonna try this one out. 790p. Looks much more capable than I am, but it'll protect my noggin, so it should be good. Garrett's ready to go. You ready?
Yep.
All right, got the whole crew ready to go. All right, we're on the chair. We made it. We made it on barely. I didn't bring my goggles. Hopefully I won't regret that. All right, hang on. We don't want to fall off.
Yeah.
No dancing. Hold on to the bar, please. Oh, Ripstone, dirty. Well, so far it's fun. We're testing out the trail. A lot of them are closed because of the rain, so we'll do what we can.
You're muddy and muddy.
How come I'm muddy?
Like it's all beautiful and not muddy.
Beautiful. You're muddy too. Not as bad actually. Yeah, why am I so muddy? All right, first run down. The rain is Ooh, blue skies. That's awesome. We're a bit muddy, so we're gonna do it again. Went slow with the boys. We'll go a little faster this time, but super fun. Go Tanner, go Mason. Okay, brake a little bit. Now let off the brake and turn. Good. Okay, big brake, big brake. Now let off the brake and turn. Good. Nice. Good job. Yeah. Yeah. I did see that hop. I'll see at the bottom. All right, Ripstone. Whee! No kids in front of me this time. Get some speed. Woohoo! It's a fun bike. Alright, we'll go itsy bitsy. So fun. Yeah. Love the spike. All right, did a couple runs. I'm sweaty. Full faces are very hot. So that 65.5 degree head tube angle definitely comes into play on a bike park day. Even with a shorter trail bike, this is a lot of fun. Good job, Ripstone. What a fun bike. All right, guys, if we have some in stock, if you're interested, for 1,769 bucks, like this thing definitely can take you to Spider Mountain, take you on to any trails you really want to go, depending on what you're looking to do. Yeah, maybe down the road you can upgrade the brakes to some with better bite, but yeah, maybe a little bit grippier tires depending where you live, and maybe a dropper post down the road, and we'll keep riding. All right, Ripstone. Let's have some fun. It's raining. Oh, it's coming down. Come on, Rain. Sidewinder. Yeah. Oh, geez. All right, almost done. I love this Ripstone. I just rode the Alpine Trail and then I rode this, minus the brakes. Still a lot of fun. Handles really well, smooth. Here we go. All right, I need to go. Quit going that way. I made that mistake last time. Not the cleanest line, but fun. We'll go small. So fun. All right, guys. Well, that's going to end today's video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content from Biking Roots. As always, stay safe out there, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.